You are now tuned in to Not Without Alonzo.
Good afternoon, everybody. Everybody good? Yeah. Who saw Straight Outta Compton? Remember that handsome club owner with the Jerry curl that was giving Dre a hard time for playing the music? That was me, and he played me in real life. I'm the guy that brought everybody from Compton to the rest of the world. This is my presentation. First of all, I'm an entrepreneur. My last job was 1979. Most of y'all wasn't born yet. I worked in a record company. I was told by a friend of mine, do what you love for a living, and you'll never work hard a day in your life. Remember that. Do what you love for a living, and you'll never work hard a day in your life. I love DJing. I love playing records. I love entertaining people. It started for me back in high school. They asked me pre-Jerry curl. I was in ROTC. I saluted. I was started off in the color guard. Then by the 11th grade, I became the battalion commander. Second highest ranking kid in Southern California. But it taught me leadership. It taught me how to deal with people. And we had a lot of fun back then. I became a DJ in 1976, fresh out of high school. That's me having a good time because I enjoy what I do. Like I say, I love what I do, and I do it every day. I still do it today. I'll tell you about that in a few minutes. By the time I was 22 years old, I got tired of carrying records. I got tired of being up all night, huffing records back and forth in and out of my van, so I was able to get a nightclub at 22 years old. I had my own teen nightclub called Eve After Dark. Eve After Dark was right between Compton, LA, Watts, and Gardena. Not the best place in the world to open a club up, but we made it work. And that club right there changed hip-hop history forever. At one point in time, things started to change. Hip-hop came around, and I wanted to do something different. I'm always looking to do something different. One of my sayings is, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, just put some rims on it. I was already in the entertainment business. I was already a DJ. Hip-hop was coming around and started to take root, and we needed somebody for the West Coast, so I formed my record company. I took my DJs. These guys right here are my DJs. That's me in the front, Clientele, DJ Yella, and Dr. Dre. This picture was taken back in about 84, 85. Remember in Straight Outta Compton, the movie, they had the purple marching jackets that Eazy always teased us about? You guys look like you're going to the marching band. Well, Dre, that's not true. Dre loved that jacket. That jacket can get you in any nightclub. It can get you free food. It even kept him getting jumped on one time. I'll tell you that story a little later on. We have time. My first record was called Slice. I didn't have any investors. I never had any investors. I was very fortunate. My club was very successful at an early age, probably too successful for my own good. At 22 years old, I had a safe with $100,000 cash in it. Didn't know what to do with it, had no idea. I knew I couldn't leave because my girlfriend's brother was a burglar, and I wasn't going nowhere. He was not going to get my fortune. We did our first album called World Class, named after our group. And again, that's me, Black, DJ Clientele, DJ Yella with the lace glove on, and Dr. Dre, looking a little suspect. He hates that picture right there. He can't stand that picture. Because if you see this picture up close, he has on makeup. And it's real hard to be a tough guy wearing makeup. Eazy once licensed that picture from me, a picture like that, and from that same photo shoot, for like $2,000 when he was mad at Dre. When they did the Compton City G's, he paid me 2 racks to just license that picture. We'll tell you about that in a little while also. Before our album hit the stores good, CBS Records came and offered us a record deal. Gave us $100,000 for a record deal, our first record deal. The problem was with CBS, for us, we weren't your typical rap group. We weren't the kind of guys that stood around there and grabbed our Johnsons and talked crazy. We had steps. We were like the Temptations. We were like Boys to Men. We had a show. They didn't know how to market us, so we didn't stay on the label that long. But again, there's Lonzo, Clientele at Left, Shakespeare, and DJ Yella in what could be something out of Prince's closet. But that was a different time. And Dr. Dre in his famous red suit. Now, crazy part about it is, I still got his red suit. When you see it on eBay, bid on it for me, will you please? When opportunity knocks, open the door. Opportunity comes all the time, but if you don't answer the door, you can't take advantage of the opportunity. At one point in time, the record distributor that we were once signed to, McCullough Records, got taken over by the mob, for real. Sopranos took over the record industry. We all left. That's another story in my book, okay? Oh yeah, I've been involved in some deep stuff. So we decided to open our own company. You see here a guy by the name of Rudy Pardee. I don't know how this thing works. There you go, Rudy Pardee, Egyptian Lover, myself, Unknown DJ, and there's not a picture. I have one picture with this brother. We've been friends for 40 years. He never shows his face. Wow. He is definitely the Unknown DJ. If you guys, anybody here are techno fans, this guy has made a lot of records in the techno industry, Unknown DJ, Professor X, and a few other artists. But we formed our own record distributor. Record distribution was a lot different than it is back then than it is now. The first year, we grossed $1 million. $1 million. You ever heard the song called Supersonic by J.J. Fad? We were the first one to distribute that record. We later sold it to Ruthless Records. It became the first platinum record on Ruthless Records. Today, I do whatever I want. I left the club business. I DJ concerts. I have a podcast. I speak at colleges like I am today. I'm a prostate cancer survivor, so I'm also an advocate for prostate cancer. Y'all don't have to worry about that right now, but I'll see y'all in about 15 years, okay? And this is my nonprofit, the Lyrical Revolution. The Lyrical Revolution is a nonprofit that I founded about 10 years ago, but I didn't take it serious until the last 5 years because I realized that hip-hop has no real leadership. Hip-hop has no real leadership. When I first got into the game, all the leaders of that were considered leaders were in R&B. Disco had just fell off, and they thought hip-hop was going to be like disco. It ain't going to last no time. It's going to be just like disco, be here 2 years, be hot for a while. That was 44 years ago. So hip-hop is still here. My first name was Disco Alonzo. That's how serious I was about this disco thing. This is my book, Not Without Alonzo. N.W.A. Not Without Alonzo. They saw this, they got mad. They forgot they gave it to me. They forgot they told me this a long time ago. They had an interview one time. Somebody says, what does N.W.A. stand for? And they said N-words without Alonzo. They're trying to get back at me. So I just took it and put Not Without Alonzo and selling a book behind it. So yes, it's a different time, different era, but it's the same thing. Entrepreneurship is about creativity. It's about doing what you love if you can. Everybody can't do what they love. Most of you can, though. And it's about not being afraid to take charge of your own life. If I was scared, I wouldn't have done anything I was supposed to do. Because I never wanted to be a nightclub owner. That was not my intention. My intention was to be a park DJ. That's all I wanted to be. At 14 years old, they used to have dances every Friday or Saturday night at the local park. And I went to the park one night, and the little rec room was packed. And the DJ from the radio station had everybody saying all these different words, they throwing their hands in the air and having a good time. I thought that was the best thing in the world to do. But because he was from a radio station, I thought you had to go to a radio station to work for a station to come work at the park. I got lucky, 12th grade, Gardena High School. I got a scholarship to go to broadcast school. But I had one problem. I had what they call a tied tongue. I couldn't speak worth a darn.